Chicago PD Season 13. Release date speculation and latest news. With all three One Chicago shows being renewed earlier this month, fans of the procedurals can anticipate plenty more action to come, as it's now been confirmed that Chicago PD is returning for its 13th season. It's no easy feat in the ever-changing TV landscape for a show to prepare for its 13th outing, but the viewing figures don't lie and continue to prove that Chicago PD is one of the strongest series across NBC and Peacock. The series continues to revolve around the Chicago Police Department's 21st District, its uniformed patrol officers, and the Intelligence Unit. A spin-off of the original Chicago Fire series, Chicago PD, also digs into the officers' personal lives, challenges, and hurdles as they try to keep their city free of crime. With the series having just been renewed, when can we expect more installments of Chicago PD? Read on for everything we know so far about Season 13. Chicago PD Season 13 release date speculation. While there isn't a confirmed release date for Chicago PD Season 13 just yet, we do know that the series will premiere on NBC as part of their 2025 autumn schedule this October. So there's not long to wait till new episodes land in the US at all. We don't currently have a UK release window, but seeing as Season 12 came to Spy Witness, and now this May with new episodes being released weekly, it could be a little while before Season 13 comes to this side of the pond. Although there have been some cast shakeups elsewhere in the One Chicago universe, there's been no major cast news for Chicago PD just yet. That means we'd expect to see plenty of the same faces reprising their roles for Season 13. Speaking previously of the tight-knit nature of the cast, series creator Dick Wolf previously said, "It's a pretty big One Chicago family. Everybody gets along. I mean, there are no squeaky wheels in the cast. I've never had anything like it," which is, I think, only visible to the audience by the fact of how good they are together. There are no line counters. There are no "where's my close-up?" It's a remarkably ensemble-like world. The Season 12 finale saw Kim Burgess, Marina Scorsese, and Adam Ruzek, Patrick Fluger, finally tie the knot in a classic wedding that brought everyone together. The previous season also saw Kiana, Toya Turner, deal with a criminal informant who turned out to be rather unpredictable and damaged the trust she had in Torres, Benjamin Levy Aguilar, after he got romantically involved with the CI. However, their tension somewhat dissipated in the Season 12 finale, as previously teased by Turner. In an interview with TV Line, she said, "There are some things that bring them a little closer, and then there's going to be a moment or two in the finale." Aside from all of the interpersonal drama involved with the team members and patrol officers, Chicago PD, of course, also centers on a case-per-week format, with a new guest cast of characters joining the series for each episode. In the sprawling cityscape of Chicago, where sirens cut through the night and justice is a constant balancing act, fans of Chicago PD are always looking ahead, wondering when their favorite cops from the Intelligence Unit will be back on the beat. The streets may cool down in the summer, but the heat from the show's fan base only gets more intense as questions swirl. When will Chicago PD return? What surprises lie ahead in the next chapter? The beat goes on, but when? As of now, NBC has not released an official premiere date for the upcoming season of Chicago PD, however. Based on the show's typical release patterns and the current TV calendar, speculation is well underway. Historically, the One Chicago franchise, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD, launches its new seasons in late September. That makes Wednesday, September 24, 2025, a strong contender for the premiere date if NBC sticks to its usual playbook. But this year, there's a catch. With industry strikes, production delays, and behind-the-scenes cast changes shaking up the network landscape in 2024 and early 2025. It's possible that NBC could push the premiere to early October to allow for additional filming time or scheduling adjustments. One source close to production hinted that scripts were being fine-tuned to pack an emotional punch, which might also slow things down slightly. However, no concrete delays have been confirmed as of May 2025, so fans are cautiously optimistic. What's new in the intelligence unit? What makes Chicago PD so compelling, year after year, isn't just the action. It's the deeply flawed, deeply human characters that make up Hank Voight's squad. Whispers from the Windy City suggest major cast developments are coming. The return of Tracy Spiridakos as Detective Haley Upton is still uncertain, following her emotional arc last season. Rumors are swirling that Upton might be written off with a full-circle ending that finally allows her to find peace. Or perhaps she'll go rogue one last time. If she departs, her storyline will undoubtedly leave a hole in the squad's dynamic. Fans are already theorizing how her exit could shake Voight and even push Ruzek or Atwater into more leadership roles. Jason Begig remains the steadfast anchor as Surgeon Hank Voight, but even he isn't immune to change. In the upcoming season, speculation points to a storyline where Voight's past finally catches up with him in a way that challenges the very foundations of the intelligence unit. Could a new internal affairs officer, hungry for justice, be gunning for him? New faces, new threats. There's chatter about a new recurring antagonist, someone not unlike the chilling Darius Walker from earlier seasons. This time, it might be a political figure with a polished exterior and a hidden connection to the city's underworld. Writers are reportedly working on a long-game villain who challenges the team not with brute force, but with media manipulation, public perception, and bureaucratic red tape. This would force Voight and his team into unfamiliar territory, a chess game rather than a street brawl. Adding to the intrigue, NBC casting calls in early spring hinted at two new recurring characters. A young, idealistic female officer paired with an ex-military consultant with shadowy ties to a private security firm. Could these be allies? Or are they plants sent to dismantle the unit from the inside? Love, loyalty, and fallout. No season of Chicago PD is complete without emotional shrapnel. As we move into the new season, fans are especially eager to see where things stand with Kim Burgess and Adam Ruzek. After everything they've been through, shootings, trauma recovery, co-parenting Michaela, could a wedding be on the horizon? A leaked on-set photo in April showed Burgess wearing what looked suspiciously like a white gown, but NBC has remained mum on whether it was a dream sequence, undercover assignment, or the real deal. Meanwhile, Kevin Atwater is long overdue for a deep personal arc. Insiders say he might finally get a love interest, someone who challenges his code of ethics and makes him question whether the badge is worth the sacrifices he's made. For a character who often walks the line between community and cop, this could be a career-defining season. And then there's Voight. Every year, fans ask the same question. Will this be the season he breaks completely? Or will he surprise us again, holding on just tightly enough to steer his team through another storm? Thematic focus. The price of justice. Early script reports suggest the theme for the new season centers around the price of justice. The intelligence unit will be forced to make decisions that weigh heavily on their conscience, and some may finally be held accountable. Expect courtroom drama, intense eye investigations, and at least one betrayal that will rattle the team to its core. This shift in tone is expected to reflect current real-world discussions about police oversight, systemic reform, and what good policing truly looks like. Chicago PD has never shied away from messy realities, And the upcoming season may dive even deeper into the gray areas it thrives in. A possible series finale? Here's the question that no one wants to ask, but everyone is thinking. Could this be the final season of Chicago PD? With NBC juggling its schedule and streaming platforms rising in influence, fans are preparing themselves, just in case. The show's contract renewals are up for review after the next season, and while no cancellation has been announced, there's buzz that the writers are preparing a season that could double as a satisfying conclusion if necessary. That means closure. That means full circle arcs. That means characters confronting ghosts from their past, and perhaps one final mission that changes everything. Final thoughts. As we wait for official word from NBC, the Chicago PD fandom is bracing for a season that promises to be emotional, action-packed, and possibly historic. Whether it premieres in late September or early October, one thing is certain: the intelligence unit isn't done yet. Voight still has demons to battle. The city still needs saving, and we'll all be watching, ready to ride along.